Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today our topic is very important, especially for those who are applying for data analyst role or business analyst role, because as a data analyst or as a business analyst, it is very important you to know about the SQL. And when it's come to the technical round, interviewer might can ask you these kind of question, because this is very commonly asked question into the interviews. So without any further delay, let's get started. So we will start with our first question. Write a query to get all employee details from employee table whose first name start with the letter A. Okay, so let me select the table first. So this is our table. So we are gonna work on this table. So what was our condition? Write a query to get all employee details from employee table whose first name start with, means we want all the employees whose first name start with the A. So for that, what we will write, we can use a regular expression also, we can use a like operator, but I will use a like operator. All right, so I will write select star from employee, then I will write where close, where first name like, see, I want all the employee who's containing start with the A. So I will write a and I will use a percentage sign. So we will get all the employee information whose name start with the A. As you can see in the output, we got all the employees name. All right. So that's how let's move on to the second question. Find employee detail from employee table whose first name start with any single character between A and P. Here we have only A, right? Now we need between A to P. So we need all the employees. Okay. So we can use a like operator again here. We can use select star. Then we will use our from which table? From employee table, right? Then we will write where first name between A, right? That's how we write exactly, between A and P. See, as you can see here, we got all the name between A to P. So there is another way to write the same query also. You can do, like you can write like, if you want to use a like operator, you can write like this, A to P, and then you will use a percentage sign. Okay. So as you can see here, it's showing a null, but there are a lot of data in between A to P. Why it's showing? Because MySQL doesn't support this. If you will run the same query into the Oracle or Portugal, as you can say, the another database, it will work it. So this bracket doesn't work in the MySQL. That is why, just for your information, I write this query. All right. So let's move on to the another question. Write a query to find the how many year of experience each employee has. We have hire date already. Okay, so we can use a year function to get our output. So first we will write select. Okay, so I need a employee ID. You can use a select star also, but it's all up to you. But I'm just saying I need a employee ID. I need a his first name last name as a full name. So I will use a concat here, name as a full name. Okay, then what was our another condition? I need a year of experience, right? So how will I calculate this? I will minus from today to higher date, but the date is in which format? Year, month, date, and time format. So I have to convert this into the year as well, right? So what I will do here, I will write year of current date. So current date we will get today date, correct? So I will write year current date function. Okay, then I will use higher date. From the higher date, I will extract the year, right? So for that, I will use a higher date as a year of experience. You can say year of experience. Okay, and then we will use from employee table, and let's do it order by also here. year of experience, then it will be easier us to find out, right? So as you can see here, if you will do descending, so as you can see here, we got all the employee with their how many year of experience, so like 24, 23, 22. And interviewer might can ask same question in another way. He can ask you like find out those employees whose experience is more than 10 years. How will you do that? Then you will use where clause here. You will write where year of current and year of hire date minus year of hire date is greater than 20 years. So you will get your output. As you can see here, you got all the employee who have experience more than 20 years. All right. So let's move on to the another question. So our next question is write a query to display the employee status if full-time, then permanent, else temporary. So as you already know, we already work on these kind of questions before. If you watch my videos, see, as you can see here, we have a status. If you do group by this, I will write here status and I will do group by status. We will get to know. See, we have a 4 type of status here: full-time, contract, half-time, and hourly base. So what was our query? We have to write if there is an employee full-time, it should be permanent, but other should be temporary basis. All right. So to get this, you can use a if condition also here. You can use a case statement also. But I personally like a case statement. That is why I'm showing you by the case statement, because it is easy to write, to be honest. That is why I use the if condition is good for writing a one condition, but when it's come to the nested if, you have to write again and again same thing. So that is why I prefer the case statement. So what I will do here, I will write select what I need, employee ID, or let's copy paste this from here. And what else we need? We need a status, right? So I will use a case statement here to get the status. Like I will write when status is equal to full time, then show me as a permanent employee. Okay, but I cannot write directly here the else temporary. If you will write like that, you will not get your output. It's only work in if condition. If you are working as a if condition, you can write like that, but only if there is a two condition, like status is full time and half time, or full time and contract, then you can use like if full time then permanent, else what you can temporary, then it will get. But when it's come to the multiple condition, that time you have to use nested if. So that's why I'm using a case statement. So here what I will do, I will write when status in. Why I'm using a in? Because there is a 3 more status are there, right? As I saw earlier, there is a 3 more like contract, half time, and hourly. So these 3 I want as a temporary. So that is why I'm using a in operator here. So I will write in, then temporary. Don't ever forget to end the case statement as a employee type, or you can write employee type will be fine, employee type, and then from where, from employee table, and this query like that. So as you can see here, we got all the employee and his employee type, that he is a permanent or temporary employee, like that we can find out. All right, so let's move on to the another question. So next question is write a query to find a department wise total salary. So now what we have to do here, we need, if you will write here department and you will do group by, see, now I need all the department salary front of them, like total salary of each department, like how many employee are, like if there is a 10 employees has a 10,000, so it means manufacturing department has a 1 lakh salary. So that's what I want to get. So how will you do that? Maybe you are thinking this is very simple queries, but when it's come to the interview round, that time we only focus on the you can say the advanced level of queries. But in interview, interviewer can ask you the basic question. All right, so make sure clear your basic before you jump to the advanced level. If your basic will be clear, you can get anything whatever you. That's why I cover only the basic level of question, so you can easily crack the interview. So let's come back to our topic. So now we will write a query to find the department wise cell. So how will I do that? I will write select department because I want a department wise, right? Department. And then what else I need? I need each department total salary. So I can use the aggregative function, right? So I will use sum. I will write salary. Then you can write depth salary. Total depth salary. Like that you can write, or you can give name as per use, right? Then you will write from employees table. Then I can use a group by department and then hit the control enter. See, as you can see here, now you got the all department wise salary. Okay. Or my interviewer can ask you this question in different way also. I need a total salary of IT department or total salary of any particular department. So how will you do that? You can simply use a where clause here, where department is equal to IT. So as you can see here, you got all the salary of IT department. Okay. So like that you can find out. I hope everybody clear. Let's move on to the another question. So our next question is write a query to calculate the even and odd record from the table. Now it's getting little bit difficult, right? Okay. So okay, to get this, what we will do, now you have to find out even and odd number. So this is our table. To find out a even or odd, what is the meaning of even? Simple, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, odd number 1, 3, like that. Am I right? To get a even and odd number, you have to use the employee ID because this is a unique number here. Okay. So now what I will do to find out a even and odd number, I will use a first we will find out the even number. Okay. Okay. Then I will write a query, select employee ID. See, I'm not gonna use all the columns. It will become difficult to you to understand. From now I will use a subquery over here. I will open the bracket. I will write select row number. If you remember when I was covering the function, that time I talk about the row number, rank, dense rank. It's all I talk about, right? If you didn't watch that video, I have given link in the I button. You can check out from there. All right. I will use a row number. What is the use of row number? It will count each row like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the only use of row number. Okay. I will write over as a row number. Okay. Then I will use from where we gonna use employee ID from employees table. And this all query we will write as a, you can write name as per use, right? I will write like subqueries. Let's write subquery. Okay. Then I will write where, this is important part here. I will use a mode function here, odd and even number. So I will write row number. This is I'm using here. The row number, comma, how it should be jumped by the 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, right? I will write 2 in the close the bracket is equal to 0. Okay, so maybe you are getting confused here why I use a mod. See, this is the row number comes from this. Okay, from this. So don't get so confused. So I use a mode function over here. What is the use of mode function? The mode function returns the remainder of a number divided by the another number. So as you can see here, 2 means 2 is our even number. All right. So it will jump according like 2, 4, 6, 8 like that. But it you have to mention is equal to 0. If you mention like is equal to 1, it will start with the 1. Then what will happen? Let me show you. See, right now what is happening? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. If you will change this 4 like with any even number, what will happen? You'll get 4, 8, 12. This is the all even number. But if you will change this 1, then in this scenario what will happen? First it will return the 1 on the top. See, then it will plus with the 4, 5. Then it will start writing, it will start loop, like 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 4, 17, like that it will work. So that's how we calculate the even and odd number. To calculate the even number, you just have to write any even number is equal to 0. You will get all the even number. To get an odd number, you have to write any even number plus 1. So you'll get all the even number. Okay, that's how we calculate the even and odd number. So as per our condition, write a query to calculate the even and odd record from the tables. You can calculate like this. Okay, so you get all the employee ID. If you want, you can write first name, last name. The same thing you have to write all the employee with the even number. Just change it to the 1. You'll get all the employee with the odd number. All right, so that's how it's work. Let's move on to the another question. Find the highest and lowest salary earned by each department. So exactly what I want here, I want each department highest salary. Like for example, let's take any department. Let's see, manufacturing department is this. I want a David. Front of that, I want like David salary is 29K, but I want in this particular department, like manufacturing department, what is the highest salary I want here, and what is the lowest salary I want here also. So that's how I want to calculate. Let me write the query first and then I will explain, because this is a little bit tricky, because I'm going to use here the Windows function. So let me write the query first, then I will explain to you. Okay, so as you can see here, we have a highest salary and lowest salary front of the each employee by their department. Okay, so what I use here, I use a partition by and order by to fetch the all record of highest salary, and then again I use a partition by department to fetch the all record of lowest salary. Even the minimum and max function is a part of the aggregation function, but I'm using a Windows function. That's why additionally what I did here, I use a range between unbounding preceding and unbounding following. Why I use this? The basically whenever you use a min aggregate function, it will not give you a correct record. So that's why I use a frame clause. This is called a frame clause. Why we use a frame clause? It will make sure that it's going to take all the record from the database. If you will not use the any frame this frame clause in the min aggregate function, maybe you will not get all the records. For example, I use a frame record over here. So we got all the highest salary and lowest salary. Okay, so I use a frame clause. So we got all the highest salary and lowest salary, correct? But if I will not use this frame clause like this, so what will happen? It will not fetch all the records from our tables. Can you see here? It's giving us a wrong values. This is not a lowest salary, right? See, order by salary ascending, where department is equal to, what was our first department? Let's say account management. See, this is the lowest salary of account management, and this is the highest salary of account management. 8964. What was the lowest? 1063. Correct. But here it's giving a correct of highest salary, but it's giving a lowest. It's wrong, right? That is why we use a frame clause. Now if you will use a frame clause over here, if you will use a now frame clause, you'll get the exact amount, sorry, the exact number. It will fetch all the records. See, as you can see, now if we move to the another department, let's say where department is equal to, it is easy to write, IT, right? I like IT department, man. It's easy to write. Okay, so as you can see here, we got higher salary front of the each employee and lowest salary also. So like that you can get the highest and lowest salary. All right, I hope everybody clear with this. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment section. I will definitely reply on. Okay, so let's move on to the another question. What? Write a query to find the third highest salary from the employee table without using a limit and offset. In the condition, there is another condition, because everybody know if you will use a limit and offset, it is very easy to get third highest, fourth highest, fifth highest, whatever it is. See, let me show you. I want a third highest. I will write select salary from employee table. Then I want order by salary descending. But they give us a condition without using a limit and offset. If I will use limit 1, offset 2, oh, something wrong, unknown column salary. Oh man, this is what's up things, right? Okay, see, we got the third highest. If you want fourth highest, just change 3, because this start from 0, 1, 2, 3. Offset always start from 0, not from 1, 2, 3 directly. So we got, see, if you use the name also, you can use first name. Okay, you will get name of the person and his salary. But as per the condition, don't use limit and offset. Then show me how to get it. So what we will do here, I will use again the Windows function. What I will do here, I will write with X as select salary. Then I will use a dense rank. You know why I'm using a dense rank, right? I'm not going too much depth in this because I have already covered this all topic. So you can use order by salary, order by salary, descending order, because we need a third highest, right? If you want a lowest, just keep it ascending order. If you want highest, you can use descending order as a employee rank, or you can give any rank from which table we want. We will close the bracket. Then I will write select star from, I will not use now the employee. I have created a temporary table X where employee rank is equal to 3. We got the same person. If you want, you can use another name also, like you can write first name, John has a third highest person. If you want the second highest, just change it. If you want the fifth highest, just change it. If you want the lowest second, change it, you'll get it. So like that you can find out. Okay, so let's move on to the another question. Write a query to display the employee name, their manager name using a employee table. Okay, so what was our employee table? First, let's check out this MyEmp table. Sorry. So as per the condition, I want, like, Stephen. Who is the manager of Stephen? Who is the manager of Nana? Who is the manager of Lex? Who is the manager of Alexander? That's what I want. Okay, how will I get that? So in this scenario, what I will do here, I will assume there is a two table. One is the employee ID table, one is a manager ID table. Okay, and then we will perform the joins. So here I will write employee emp dot, you can write anything, you can write e dot also. Okay, I'm assuming emp dot employee ID. That's what I need first. From here I need a employee ID. Okay, then what else I need? I need a employee ID first name, first name. Okay, then what else I need? I need a manager first name. So this time I will assume there is a one more table by the name of mgr. Okay, you can give any name and I will use again first name. Then sorry, as a manager name. Okay, this much column is enough. Then I will perform a join. So what I will do, I will use from MyEmp table as a emp. So this is our first table, actual table. Now I will join with our imaginary table MyEmp as a mgr. So that's how we perform a join, right? On emp dot manager id is equal to mgr dot emp id. We switch everything with the each other. So from here what will happen, we join employee table with the manager table. From the employee table we got the manager id, this one. The common key, this will become a primary key and this will become a foreign key. Then we will hit a control enter. You will get all the employee id with their name and his manager. Like, this is the manager of Stephen, is the manager of this employee. Alexander is the manager of this employee. Nancy is the manager of following employee. So like that you can filter everything. Okay, I hope everybody clear. So let's move on to the last question. So what was our last question? Retrieve the top 5 movies with highest box office earning and include the movie's title, director full name, box office earning from film and director table. So let's see the film and director table. So I will use select star from film. So from here what I need, the title, right? Because the title, director full name. So we don't have director here. We need a box office earning. So this is our box office dollar. This column we need. Let's check the another table. Select star from director table. So from the director table we need a director id. So this is the id and his name. Okay, so from this table what we will get, the name of the director. From this film table we will get box office dollar and the movie's name. So what was the common column between both table? Here in the director table we have director id. In film table we have film id. There must be some column, right? Common column. Language id, donor id, director id. Yeah. So in both table we have a director id common column. So we can easily perform the joins, right? We will select first the column, whatever column we need. Okay, I will use select from the film table. I need title, so I need director full name. So I will use concat director full name. Okay, so I will use from the director table, I will use concat first name, comma, let's give a space, then family name, d dot, and here also d dot. So f, I use a alias name for the film table. D, I use a alias name for the director table. Because from the director table we're gonna use a first name last name as a full name. Okay, then what else needed from film table? It is in film, or where is the total box office? Yeah, from film table what we need, I need a box office dollars. Then I will write from film as a F and join with the director as a D on what was the common column? In F table we have director ID is equal to, in D table we have director ID, and then we will do order by box office dollar descending order. Was the condition, retrieve the top 5. To get a top 5 we will use a limit, hit the control enter. As you can see here, these are all the film, like Avatar direct by Gems. This is the box office dollar collection, like so like that you can get it. If you want top 10 you can just change it, you will get it. Okay, if you want, I can make a video on advanced level queries also. If you want me to solve any queries, I will try my best to solve it, but make sure whenever you're sending me something, give me the data also, because without data I cannot do. You can pin me in Instagram. I have given you the Google Drive link as well. From there you can give it to me. So that's it for today. Till then, happy learning, keep supporting, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.